Hi, I'm Lori Robertson with the Berkley Blend. Today I'm talking to Chris Weigel, the Executive Director of CMNtv. Stay tuned. Welcome back. I'm Lori Robertson with the Berkley Blend. Today I'm talking to Chris Weigel, the Executive Director of CMNtv. Chris, thanks for joining me.
Thank you.
Nice to have you here.
Thank you very much.
Tell me everything that there is to know about CMNtv.
Which of the letters in the name would you like to know about first?
Tell me, what does that stand for?
The C stands for community, the M stands for media, and the N stands for network, and the TV is short for television, which is it's used across the whole country. So what on earth does even that mean? Well, it's a public access TV station and community media center for 11 cities in Oakland County, including the great city of Berkeley.
Excellent. It is a little bit of a tongue tweezer.
It is, and I don't think what I just said really clarified anything. So let me explain. So you, as a Berkeley resident,
Yes.
right? You can come to this facility here in Troy, and you become a member for a very reasonable fee, and you can take a class to learn how to use video equipment, cameras and lights and microphones and computers, and then you can make whatever video you want, and it will air on channel 18 on Comcast and WOW in Berkeley, along with the 10 other cities, and it'll also be online. So we give you the tools, and then you can use them, and if you live in Berkeley, you can use them for free to make pretty much any type of show, any type of programming you want, much like the Berkley Blend.
But you would have a membership.
Yes, so if
Tell me about the
if you're a
memberships.
Berkeley resident, and God bless Berkeley, they fund us, so people that live in Berkeley are considered resident members. Their resident membership is $25 a year, and then to learn how to use this whole big room the Berkley Blend is shot in, you can take a 2-hour workshop, which is only 15 bucks, and then after that, you can use this for free. Like today, you guys have shot, this is your 5th episode you've shot today here for free of the Berkley Blend. And so you can reserve this room for 4 hours. You can shoot literally anything. People have bands in here. They have arm wrestling matches. They have talk shows. They have puppet shows. They have lectures on recycling. You can do anything in this space that you want.
And somebody that is interested in getting involved in media, you also have workshops and classes?
We have workshops and classes. So we have workshops that are 2-hour sessions that'll get you up to speed really fast. So we'll teach you everything about turning everything on in here, and then you have full access to it. Or we'll teach you how to use cameras, and then you can check them out of the building and take them away from here and shoot things and bring the footage back. And we'll teach you how to edit on the computer, put all your video together, and then shoot it out to the TV channel or online. If you want to learn more, we have 5-week classes called in-depth classes that cover everything that the workshops cover, but in more depth. So you can learn 5 weeks worth of this studio, or 5 weeks of editing, or 5 weeks on DSLR video camera.
Are you partnered with the high school?
We work with many of the high schools, including Berkeley High School. We have a large video production truck which goes out during the year. During the summer right now, it's covering things like Rabina Rhapsody concerts. And during the school year, we train the high school students to use the video equipment in the truck. And then we cover pretty much every sport you can imagine with the high school. So football, soccer, volleyball, basketball, swimming. I think, what's the one that's lacrosse? Yeah, it's outside hockey sort of thing. We cover hockey as well. We've covered a lot of hockey games at the old Berkeley Ice Arena, and now that the team moved to the Royal Oak Arena, we've been covering those there too.
Do you cover the rugby games?
Sometimes, yeah. Usually it's football though, especially homecoming. And then we do the graduation at Meadowbrook Amphitheater. And then we do the Christmas parade every year, which is very cold but very nice. There's lights outside in the gazebo. Santa's in the gazebo. So we cover it just for Berkeley, and we do similar things for like Royal Oak and Rochester and Auburn Hills and our other cities.
So do the students help with these events?
Yes, so after we train them on the truck, then we contact their teachers and we say, okay, we're going to be covering this football game or this soccer game, and we need 3 or 4 students to help run everything, and then they send out students and they set up the cameras, set up the microphones, they run everything. Some of them are in the truck directing the show. They're doing it and getting experience.
That's really cool.
Same thing at Royal Oak and Troy. Troy actually has 2 teams of kids because they have 2 high schools.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Do you have a separate internship?
We do have internships available in the truck and in the office. And right now, the truck internship application is online at CMNtv.org. So you can go and sign up. You've got to be 15 to be a member or an intern, and you can come here and go out on truck shoots, or if you want to be in the office in the studio, we can set up an internship for that.
Did I see something on the website about a food truck?
A food truck. Well, we've covered many civic events for many cities. For example, in the recent weeks, we've covered stuff for Lathrop Village, and they've had a number of food truck events. So we covered their concerts during the summer, just like Rabina Rhapsody, they do concerts, and they have food trucks around.
Okay.
We also are, right now, we have 2 teams out at this very moment. One is with a truck in Rochester covering a concert, another's with a second truck in Troy covering a different concert. They also have food trucks. We do a lot of civic coverage of different events. Like in Rochester, we do the Fire and Ice Festival, and we do Big Bright Lights Show. We do the Christmas Parade in Berkeley. There's a whole wide variety of events that we cover for the cities. I don't think anyone at home will hear that, but that's the garage door opening to the room because one of the trucks is already back.
Somebody just came home.
Somebody's just home covering the concert.
So you can rent equipment from here, or is it part of your membership?
So if you take one of the camera classes, the field camera classes like in-depth field production, or one of the workshops that covers one of the specific cameras, once you've done that as a Berkeley resident, then you can call up, hey, I'd like to reserve a camera and a microphone and a tripod, and you come pick it up for free. You get it for 48 hours, or if you take it on Friday, you bring it back Monday. And so go out and record whatever you want, and then if you take one of the editing classes, then you can book time in the edit suites for free to take that footage and piece it all together and make a show.
That's really cool, Chris.
And in Berkeley, we want more people from Berkeley to come in here and make Berkley Blend type programming.
So we definitely need to get the word out.
Get the word out, send everyone here, send every group here, everyone you know.
How long have you been at CMNtv?
8 years now.
And how did you start out?
I started out part-time, and I was designing those slides that are like the bulletin board announcements that appear on the channel. So if somebody was having like a garage sale or a bake sale or a family or a high school reunion, you know, I would spend the time designing those colors, and then I just worked my way up. I learned to drive the truck. I learned how to open and close most of the doors in the facility. And then over time, they just said, well, Chris, since you never leave, you're in charge.
And that's it. That's how you became executive director.
That's pretty much it.
How many employees do you have under you?
We have 4 employees, full-time employees underneath me, and then we have 1 part-time person and an army of freelancers and volunteers.
How do you volunteer?
To volunteer, much like the students from the high schools, you can sign up to be on our volunteer list for the truck. So in addition to taking students, we also take people that have taken any of the classes here, and we say, hey, we're going to be covering this concert or this soccer game or this symphony orchestra concert. Would you like to come help out on the crew? And people sign up via email, and then they show up and they run the equipment on the truck, and we give them pizza, and they can learn how to use all the equipment and get much experience. And if you live in Berkeley, which you do, and you are a member here, you can request the use of this truck. So if you wanted to shoot like some sort of concert at the library or some sort of event where you need multiple cameras in a truck, you can apply. There's a request form on the website, and if it all works out, then we send the truck out. We sent the truck out to 2 different locations in Troy in the last couple of weeks. A Troy resident used it, and Berkeley residents have that available to them as well.
Interesting.
Yes. So if you want to do Berkeley Blend on location in, like, name your favorite place in Berkeley, it's a possibility.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Might have to look into that.
Okay, yes, there you go.
Interesting. Boy, the realm of possibility just completely opened up.
Yes, and pretty much on Channel 18, like 90% of the programming is made by members and residents that have taken the classes here. And it's pretty much freeform. You just can't do commercials or ask for money. But other than that, there's no editorial control, there's no censorship, and it's your channel to do what you want.
Will you film the Cruise Fest parade?
Yes, the Berkeley, we set up at Rabina and 12 Mile with our truck every year, and we cover you call it the Cruise Fest, which
Cruise
is the
Fest.
day before Dream Cruise, right?
Yes,
we do the
yes,
Cruise
yes.
Fest. We do the cars, and then they set up a stage, and we cover a number of bands that perform live there as well. And we're always looking for people that can do color commentary on the cars that go by or in any of the sports games. So if anyone's interested out there in starting their broadcast career, just call us up, 248-589-7778, and perhaps we can get you into the booth to talk about cars or sports.
Got to be somebody out there who is a huge car enthusiast.
Probably, yes.
Will you shoot Arts, Beats, and Eats?
We have in the past. It depends on, each city has different requests throughout the year of what they want covered. So it depends. Like Arts, Beats, and Eats takes place primarily in Royal Oak.
Yeah.
So I know that Royal Oak has their own government video that tends to do a lot of that, but in the years past we have. It just depends on what is going on in the city and what a city wants done.
Gotcha.
And they can contact us.
Gotcha. A wealth of information, Chris. I'm really, I had no idea.
And now that you're a member, you took the class, and you have your own show. How is handling the fame? What's that like? How have you handled that?
It's been fun. A lot of my friends tease me.
Okay.
A lot of people like jokingly ask for my autograph.
Okay, that's good.
Yeah,
And you give it?
It's been silly. They're impressed with the quality.
Very good.
I think Nancy Line does a fantastic job with editing.
Fantastic
she can make
producer.
anybody look good.
Yes.
It's been really fun. It's been fun learning new things. I did not know that CMNtv had this facility and what you offered for classes. And I'm like, my wheels are already spinning. Like, I wonder if my daughter would be interested or her friends. Every piece of equipment is here for them to learn firsthand.
CMN in some form or another has existed since 1983 in all of these cities.
No kidding.
And sort of consolidated to this Troy location, I believe, in the late 90s.
Okay.
But they used to be individual studios in all the cities.
So were you interested in this type of work in high school?
Yes, I was doing lots of videos about, like, we would get the cafeteria people were very nice, and they give us the menus ahead of time. So then we would tell everyone, this is what the hot lunch menu is going to be this week. It's, ooh, this is Tater Tot Wednesday, stuff like that. So I perfected that, and then I went into art school, and then I was like, well, I'm unemployable. But luckily, the creative spirit of community media was there, and I found my way to CMNtv.
I love it. I love it. What would you tell any aspiring, let's say a middle schooler at this point? What would be the advice you would give a middle schooler who is interested in film?
Well, when you're shooting video, first turn your phone sideways, because the vertical video, you lose a lot. And TVs are all horizontal, and the internet's horizontal. So just practice, shoot everything you can. And if people say, oh, please leave my property, stop shooting a movie here, you didn't ask permission, get your shot, record it, and then just run. Just do whatever you have to do to make your video, make your vision a reality. And then when you turn 15, you could become a member here and take the classes, and then you can carry around much bigger, more important looking cameras, and then no one will yell at you.
And they can learn editing.
They can learn editing.
Everything.
You can do, for example, if you want to do this show live on TV right now, you could. If you want to do it live over Facebook, or if you want to do it live over YouTube, or 1,000 other internet sites that people spend time on, you can do it all live out of this control room right here.
Very cool.
If you want to make a video about ducks, you can do that.
Chris, you're hilarious.
You are too, thank you. I feel like we've really connected here. I mean, I think the title, I think it's an honest title. I think it's an accurate title. We've really come together here.
Yeah.
We've blended.
We're blending.
That's right.
Oh my gosh. Thank you so much for meeting with me today.
Thank you for having me here.
Very interesting. I encourage, especially the students, get involved.
Yes.
Go to your website.
CMNtv.org.
First of all, the membership is very affordable.
Very affordable.
The classes are very affordable. And I say do it. Let's get some kids involved. Get the community involved. I'm like, what can I shoot?
That's right.
I need to have an event. I need somebody to get married and have an event.
Have an event. I'm sure there's lots of events going on in
Yeah,
Berkeley all
yeah.
the time.
Thanks so much for meeting me today. I appreciate it.
Thank you for having me here.
Thanks. It was really nice meeting you.
Very good.